Hey, LegoMan58 here. I'm here to teach you how to make a pen gun. Alright, so what you'll need first are a pair of scissors. Make sure they're good enough to cut plastic, like just a regular old plastic. Rubber bands. You'll need 2 for this, but you might need more because they might break. And an empty pen tube. All you gotta do to do that is just take out the components. You see? And the reason why you can't use a straw is because straws are way too bendy and they'll probably break or crack somehow. And I've had many occurrences where I've had like this kind of plastic, like the plastic from a mechanical pencil, break because I go and it breaks it. I've had many occurrences like that. Alright, so what you need to do is if you have a eraser in there, you'll need to take that eraser out and just put it off to the side because you can use that as ammo. Now, I've already done this for the video purposes so I don't have to waste your time. I've already broken it out and put 2 little slits. You have to put 2 little slits on the side, on both sides of the ending of the mechanical pencil. Then what you gotta do, just slip it in there, but you notice how you only have that much left? Only have that little black thing. You'll have to cut that later, but right now I'll just show you how to basically put together the mechanical pencil part. Alright, what you need to do is you need to take the rubber band, and this is the only hardest part of the entire thing. You have to be able to slip the rubber band, or more like squeeze, into the 2 little slits. Once it's in there, it should be nice and tight. Alright, now that you got that down, just make sure it's not going to be able to come out. And it should look like this. Now, you're not done. You're not just going to stick it in there and start shooting because there's a lot of other things you have to do. Now, I noticed that this is kind of too long. I mean, look. You barely get anything out. So you got to make an estimate. You'll need about that much out. So measure them up side by side and cut. I have to cut I don't have a marker. Cut right about here on this pen, at least. On this pen I'm gonna mark that little spot. So we said right about here, right? Because look, when you get that on, that's about how much you'll have left. And that's perfect. Alright. So now, this is basically where you use the scissors for the most part, besides slitting the things. You take it on the little mark you made, and you might need a little bit of strength to cut this because the plastic is kind of hard. Make sure your fingers are not in the way of here. I've actually had an occurrence where I put it against my stomach and I got a really bad thing happen to me. Never try to do it. Always leave your hands open like this. Now, you take it, this cut. Whoa, yeah. See, it's a little tough. And you'll have this little piece left over. That's okay. You can't really use that as ammo because, well, really, it really can't fit back into itself. So you can just throw that away. Alright. Now, you can start slipping the pen back in. Now you notice how you got that big, nice space? Well, then what you do is you pull this, make sure it's nice and tight, or not too tight because then it will break. Then you have this. That's basically what you're going to use to shoot. Right now you're not ready. You can't just go, oh look, because then if you let go it's going to shoot out back at you and it's going to hurt like a motherfucker. Sorry for my language. Alright. So, make sure you have that big loop at the end and you take another rubber band and you start wrapping it around the other rubber band. Now, there's usually one problem that I usually get when I make a pen gun, and that'll probably happen later when you start tightening it more and more around it. And if that happens, I'll show you. It'll probably happen this time again. I've made 3 pen guns already. Did I tell you? That's why you need extra rubber bands. Because if you only have 2, you know one of them is just going to snap. So, because I know that was going to happen, I brought more than 1. Alright. Now, you keep wrapping it around. This can get a little hard because you want to make sure that it's not too sloppy. But you eventually get the hang of wrapping it around. And keep wrapping it around until that one rubber band is nice and tight. By this point, you've wrapped it around enough that you can let go of the rubber band. So now you just got that. But you're still not done. Alright. Now, you maybe can wrap it around one more time, but I don't want to snap it. Now, you probably still have this one little thing. What you gotta do with that is just wrap it around too to make it a part of the other wraps. Alright, so after you keep wrapping it around and wrapping it around, you should have something that looks like this. And then all you gotta do is just pull back on this and let go. It's a perfect gun. Oh, fuck. Now you see that's another common problem with it. That can break off, so now I don't have 2 pen guns. But luckily I have a spare one handy. Yay! Alright, but that's a common problem. To fix that, you completely have to build a new gun. So this one is basically in trash now. But what you can do is you can still save the rubber bands and the tube. And here's what you can do with the already made gun. You can flick stuff, and you can also, if I can do this, shoot stuff. So, now that you got your already made gun, or going to make gun, you can have a lot of fun with this. And don't hurt people, because it can really hurt them. Alright. See ya!